But yeah, man, so banged up then, bro. From how I believe it worked with that is you had to have been through a certain walk of life to get on that show into jail and whatnot. So take us through it, bro. Like, sort of, why did you reach out? What was you on there for? Like,
so basically, they basically reached out to people who's already been to prison before.
Okay.
So I think they looked at people who's been to prison and got out and kind of changed their life. And they reached out to us to basically recreate a prison experience. So by putting ex-prisoners that were real prisoners that have done real time, and then put in real prison officers that have also done real prison work in a real prison that was once in action but now is decommissioned. So basically their idea is to have everything as real as it could be without having to actually have people incarcerated. And for me personally, I'd been to that jail before. I've spent time in that jail. So imagine how mad that was for me. You get me? So for me, obviously, they reached out to me because different work I'm doing. They sent a message to me when I was in Jamaica on Instagram. And then from there, we spent some interviews. I had to go through some psychology tests and stuff like that. But yeah, man, then I got onto the program.
Funny enough, I told Chet this. I actually got a message for that, you know.
Did you?
They got onto me.
Yeah.
I was working at the time, and I weren't really feeling it, but I thought, let me just chase it up. Why not? And she said, like, she kind of briefly went over what you just said in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you get paid? They was like, no, we'll cover you for your expenses. And I'm like, so you want me to come out of work, volunteer to go to prison for your experiment? I said, nah, count me out for that. I don't want to go to jail.
I wouldn't do it again. You get me? I wouldn't do it again. Nah, because really and truly, I did it because, I'll be honest, I've been having mad dreams for years about ending up back in prison. I don't know if it's trauma, you get what I'm saying? But
bit of PTSD and stuff maybe, bro.
You have those dreams a lot, you know, about being locked up and that. So I was thinking maybe that's the reason why, because this program's coming up and he's kind of telling me. So I kind of done that to like kind of put it to bed in my head kind of thing, you get me? But it does provoke you again, man, you know what I'm saying?
Did you snap back into that mode, like survival mode? Or did you kind of know that it was TV?
Yeah, I didn't snap into survival mode, but what I was in is managing my emotions mode, because obviously it's what it is in there now. All the man them in there are man them in it, so they've all been through their stuff, you get me? But people are acting up in there, remember that? They're showing off for cameras, they're doing that, and if that was real jail, man will get fixed, you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
for that
you
sort
don't
of
like how
behavior,
certain man move, but what it is, you're thinking, you know what? It's TV. So you have to keep on telling yourself, it's TV.
And you know TV, look for the best bits to put out there.
Trust me, like the way they played it to us, they didn't play it like they was going to shadow it like that, you get me? The more made that like it's going to be about like show rehabilitation, show different elements of people.
A little bit more
like,
of a positive spin.
Yes, that's how they made it out to us, you get me? But I'm not surprised, you know, that's what they do their thing, you get me? And to be fair, it had good reviews, you know, as much as people had their things to say about it, it really was a real representation. So for anyone who just thinks it was like gas and that, it was to a degree, but it's like people representing what they've been through throughout their time in prison, not in that short space of time. You know what I'm trying to say?
And you had to cram all that into so many episodes of different segments of what could happen and what might happen. So all of this quickness, man's been there a day and he's making shifts, and other days are drawing, and that happens over a period of life. You don't get me wrong, you know, some jails you go when it's hectic. But
you know what I'm saying?
they did. I noticed like, it's a bit of a mad one, and I seen certain man like, did you get told to sort of, did you get a role to play?
Nah,
you didn't, cause like for instance, is it Pro PT? He's not been shedding the best light online. Don't know him as a person. It's easy to come across one way on the internet and be different in real life. So I don't judge off what I see online. But he's had a negative light shed on him. Do you think he conducted himself well on there, or did he play up for the cameras?
I think he's all right. Yeah, Pro TT is all right. When you're speaking to as a person, like when you know people,
one-on-one.
Yeah, he's cool. I'm not gonna lie, he's a cool guy. Yeah, I mean, him was padded up together, so I really did spend a lot of time with him. Yeah, but what it is, it was a TV program, and I think that basically he's creating a narrative for a TV program, but not understanding that they're gonna catch all these specific things.
They're gonna take all them.
Yeah. And obviously they needed a villain.
They've
for
made
the
him
show,
the villain in it.
And obviously he may have wanted to, you know, progress his career in, you know, TV and all that kind of stuff. Where with me personally, I didn't really want to be on TV and stuff like that. I just done that program because I wanted some limelight on more of the work that I do, and plus I'm on my own little path. You get me? And that could only help me, because I'm not gonna go on there and kind of pattern myself in a way that I don't want to be seen. And, you know what I'm saying? Because man's trying to make positive movements, but I just think with PT, what he done was a lot for the program. If you think about it, a lot of the program was based on his behavior?
It was. See, this is why I'm asking.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Go for the bad stuff over there was probably loads of positive stuff happening there, but they're gonna
stuff.
Positivity don't sell, bro. Positivity don't sell.
And he kind of knew that at the end of the day. You get me? Because of the day, yeah. You know, so there's this thing about good publicity, bad publicity. There ain't no such thing as bad publicity. That's what people say.
Yeah, yeah.
But then obviously, you know, the public are fickle, aren't they? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they could like you today and not tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why it's a bit risky, yeah, when you create characters. Yeah, because obviously, if someone doesn't like this character, then you're going to have to create someone else or just kind of like breeze off because people don't like. If you be yourself, yeah, and come across as yourself and just be normal, then if people do like you, at least you're not going to fall off because that's you.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is how
yeah,
you
yeah,
are,
yeah.
do you understand what I'm trying to say? But if you're trying to do something, then, you know, it's
a lie, innit? You start on a lie. You need to remember how often you lie.
Yeah.
No comments, the best way,
innit?
It's
not even a lie.
That's
even
why
if
they
it's not
say that.
lying, you're just creating a narrative, you get me? Yeah, it's just one of them.
Just a knock-on effect. It's no good. Like I say, if you be yourself, you don't have to remember a certain way to be, a certain way to act. You don't have to remember your story. You just be yourself in it, and it works. Some people might not like it, but again, it's just a better way to be, bro. Innit?